benvenuti ragazzi in questa nuova live reaction. Porca di quella puttana di Torino Juventus. Oggi vabbè, si reagisce a Torino Juventus. Io ho già aperto le formazioni perché così almeno faccio più veloce. Ovviamente ora non so come riuscirò a vederla in italiano. Io ho già impostato, vabbè, quello lo vedremo tra poco. Ragazzi, non vedo un cazzo. Allora, partiamo subito dalle formazioni della Juve. Nel Torino a me non me ne frega un cazzo. Partiamo da Szczesny, in porta il solito Szczesny, che non si può togliere, intoglibile, non si può togliere. Poi abbiamo la difesa con Bremer, Gate Danilo, vabbè. Poi Cambiaso, il miglior giocatore della Juve, confermiamo? Sì. McKennie, idem. Locatelli, no, Locatelli. Adrien Rabiot, buon giocatore. Costicce. Vabbè. Poi Federico Chiesa, che da un lato lo voglio bene e forma da un lato da Biscay, perché vabbè, poi vedremo l'europeo cosa fa. Dusan Vlahovic, buon giocatore, non dite che è scarso perché solo perché non sta facendo molti gol, vabbè, però se Allegri non lo mette sempre in difesa lo fa giocare magre, non gli danno i passaggi in borse, a Locatelli davanti, vabbè, non fa nulla. Ora iniziamo a vedere la partita, se magari sto corso collabora. E nel frattempo raga, io faccio pur merenda. C'è stato. E comunque non ho ancora detto una sola cosa che dobbiamo fare, ovvero la vittoria per forza, perché va bene che il Bologna, però noi dobbiamo andare in Champions, non ci dobbiamo far scavalcare dal Bologna. Nemmeno me ne frega proprio niente a me, ok? Quindi ora vorrei una sola squadra e 11 milioni, non solo uno che fa la giocata o la Juve all'ultimo, va bene? Sto messaggio senza nessuno, quindi devo rispondere, vabbè, questo sono tutti i vostri, non sono tutti i vostri, quindi vabbè, non voglio mostrare da contare con chi sto a messaggiare perché non si interessano. Quindi ora cerco di, insomma, non fatto di mangiare, ma che cazzo non voglio già mangiare proprio oggi. È stato
Questo tipo di situazione. E questo è il mare che ribolle, colorato di granata all'interno dell'Olimpico Grande Torino, con la maggior affluenza
bisogna solo fare una cosa, la vittoria, punto.
il popolo granata in questo prepartita, dicevi, una vittoria è importante per il
Che palle, oh.
mare che ribolle con il razzo di granata
Un attimo, che cazzo di volta che...
con la maggior
Oggi non riesco a capire se può vedere la partita, forse.
i canti, la musica
Si
che
blocca ogni volta.
la giornata in questo prepartita, dicevi, una vittoria è importante per il
Un po'... Ma possibile.
stesso tipo di situazione. E questo è il mare che ribolle, colorato di granata all'interno dell'Olimpico Grande Torino, con la maggior affluenza stagionale, le bandiere, i canti, la musica che accompagna.
Abbasso tutto perché non so se riesco a funzionare, che qua è un casino, si blocca sempre. Poi ci volevo fare il primo, porca puttana. Dovrebbe funzionare, spero.
Manuel.
Per la scienza è impossibile distinguere un urlo di rabbia da uno di felicità, perché quello che ci emoziona è quello che ci fa sentire vivi. Cupra Formentori Hybrid, scoprila nella nuova versione Impulse, tua da 245 euro al mese solo.
Stiamo a sentire un po' la telecronaca di merda dall'estero. È l'unico modo. Che due palle. Vabbè, penso che sia la pubblicità, però ma vediamo se riesce a vedere un po' bene. Che cazzo me ne frega ma del scritto.
Senti l'emozione del controllo e riscopri la libertà.
Cioè ragazzi oggi la partita me la perdo tutta, quindi una reaction un po'... Un attimo ragazzi, no... Raga, oggi è un po' così ragazzi, non mi scuso, ma vaffanculo. Si è bloccato di nuovo, esatto. Ragazzi, oggi il tablet non vuole andare. Ma perché oggi devo prendere sto cazzo di tempo? Ogni volta, vabbè. Vabbè ragazzi, è inglese, ok? Lo so che la zona è stato bello, però bisogna adattarsi un po', quindi vabbè, basta che si vede la partita, ora non è che mo devo stare a trovare la telecronaca in italiano, quindi basta che si vede la partita, perché ragazzi, come vi ho detto, questa app non è l'app ufficiale di calcio, è un'app gratis che scarico per vedere le partite è questo modo, è un modo bellissimo per vedere le partite gratis. senza, senza pirateria, senza roba e senza anche pagare niente. Quindi io li ho viste sempre così prima di avere da zone. Quindi giustamente io vi sto provando quella in italiano perché uno capisco anch'io, primo. E secondo, almeno sì, capite un po' quello che sta succedendo, anche se non lo vedete un po' la live reaction, però vabbè, diciamo che me la dico faccio io, vai Chiesa, subito! Mamma mia. Ah no, madonna! Vai Chiesa, cacchio, vai! Che cazzo fai il cross? Ma vabbè, è appena iniziata la partita, non è niente, però già il fatto che sia partita va bene, dai, dai, dai. Il fatto che è molto bello che che diciamo la strabattuta perché il gol ed è Giacomo per suonarlo ottimo direi raga, ottimo meglio di così non si poteva cominciare, ma no no contropiede contropiede del Torino filmato pure.
That's an understatement. 1 goal in 32 matches when he joined as a goal-scoring attacking midfielder, right? He had 25 goals in a 2-season stretch with CSK Moscow, but he's never able to replicate that. I think even now, he probably should have more than the 3 goals that he does. He's good with either foot. He's very technically gifted and shifty when he's in possession.
Philip Kostic.
Non formarsi indietro, vai, no? No, neanche a provare a...
Max Allegri feeling like the two big choices were in those wing-back positions. Kostic or Ealing Jr., Wea or Cambiaso. It's Cambiaso and Kostic in from the start.
I think the only name there that has to be one of the first names on the team sheet is the one of Cambiaso. His dynamism at wing-back, his dribbling ability and crossing. Become one of the more important players on Juventus.
Bremer. That's into Vlahovic in control. Tameze has stepped into midfield.
That was his role at Hellas Verona. Play either as a central midfielder or even as one of the back three, like he is today.
He's largely been a midfielder in his career, but in this shift to find the right options for Ivan Juric.
And the other center back, apart from Buongiorno, right-handed one.
roba sporca si
Now in the latter stage of his career, he's moved to center back and certainly done better than he did at Milan.
There's Linetti. And Rodriguez, who does join the attack, from his central defensive role. Voivoda. Where's that byline to put the little cross in Zapata?
Oh!
And Rabio calmly leaving it there with Bremer, who couldn't clear cleanly. Torino can go again. Some encouragement for the home support. Center change down that left for Vlasic, who's still available in the penalty area. Cuts it back towards Zapata and could come in from reach. After a look towards the assistant, is eventually given as a goal kick, as Vlasic couldn't keep it in play.
But off the ball from Juventus already in the 5th minute. They cannot be content to just drop back into that low block. This is what frustrates a lot of the fans. Juventus is a much superior team. Feel like you're trying to fight fire with fire, apply the pressure, trying to force a mistake in Torino's own half.
È sempre pericoloso.
This is what you want to see more of, that front line, just applying the pressure on the defenders, not just content to sit back and transition to that defensive low block right away. Make these Torino players have to think quickly when they're playing the ball to the next man.
Big long ball there from Milinkovic.
Oh,
was hoping it would get to Szczesny, and it did, but Zapata was looming. Now the press coming here from Granata. A bit of a hold there from Samuel Ricci and giving us a free kick. Rabio winning it, a player who is in the headlines. Questions about whether
Cioè,
or
ma
not
non è
he'll be wearing
possibile, cioè prima stavate facendo
black
bene,
and white of Juventus
già
next
state
season.
partendo al tiro per fare gol e mo' rischiate, ma che cacchio è?
For this campaign.
Vai Chiesa!
Gets the beating there of Tamese. Real Tamese.
Oh!
Who hits the outside of the post. On a platter for Dusan Vlahovic as Kostic returns. A massive chance. Spurned there by the Serb.
Oh my goodness, what a delivery that was on a golden platter for Vlahovic, and even he's thinking, how the heck did I miss this? Unbelievable, the delivery was pinpoint. Goes around all the Torino defense, right into strike
Io
for
già non
Vlahovic,
lo
and
so,
somehow
io
he's
già
not
mi
able
devo
to pick out
incazzare.
the near post.
Io già mi devo incazzare, a 7 minuti della partita già mi devo incazzare.
Chiesa
Ma
is
sono
on one
porco.
today in the early going. A couple of
Ripeto
dynamic
però,
right
ma
runs.
che
And that
cazzo.
was reminiscent of that ball that we saw a few days ago, Atalanta against Liverpool, the second Scamacca goal. It's almost like a carbon copy of that. But Scamacca was able to pull off a brilliant finish.
The goal was gaping for Vlahovic. Couldn't find his 16th of the year. How big will that miss prove to be?
I mean, it was a delivery there that deserved
E io
the
festo
goal.
che stavo già esultando.
Sensational stuff to the back post by Vlahovic, and he did have that little sliver of open space at the near post. Player who, goal scoring is a lot better than it was last season. 15 goals, 4 assists for Vlahovic, a successful season.
Mamma mia, cecco.
On fire in January.
No!
Winning ahead of Rodriguez and Milinkovic Savic all the way to the edge of his own penalty area. Did have a game Milinkovic Savic who was dropped in November, but otherwise has been rock solid. Now Vlasic, or rather, Linetti has a chance to get forward. The cross in towards Zapata is an easy catch there for Szczesny. Two midfielders of Linetti and Ricci given real license to go.
Non male che c'è sceso, là proprio stava tutto
Everyone back doing the defending.
un po' più grave se facevo le minchiate.
Weston McKennie. Break lines to find Rabio, but it was a tight one. Couldn't find it.
And if Juventus keep attacking that right side, there could be a real mismatch there. Cambiaso and his dribbling and pace against Voivoda.
Ma che cazzo fa la scivolata se tu vuoi fare la scivolata, perché poi la butta a Milano? Che cazzo che lo serve? Non arriva nessuno. Va bene.
Direct up to Zapata, who throws his body into Bremer and can't control.
No,
Now,
porca.
laying pace towards that byline, but too much on that touch around the big Brazilian.
Non so fare un cazzo questo, non ho mai.
Shows what he can do with those direct balls from Milinkovic-Savic. He's looking again at the chance.
Ball was Chiesa, and that deserved the assist. That was such a terrific ball. He had a bit of space, Chiesa, and he's just able to curl that one around. Has a lot of pace, so the goalkeeper's not going to come out and get a touch onto it. That really was a world-class delivery from Chiesa.
Should have been his third assist of the season, Chiesa. I think he's a player who would create more, but the problems for Juventus this season, only 45 goals through 31 match days. They've not been prolific enough going forward.
And they've squandered a lot of chances too. Juventus has the most big chances missed in Serie A. Now, I'm still not sure what constitutes a big miss. Serie A won't tell us.
Oh, a nice challenge in there from Ricci. Now, what can Sanabria do with it? Give it away.
Mamma mia, qui sono certe volte. Non capisco che cacchio ma in sbaglia. Pace sta e giù, non che sbaglia e poi non ci capisce più niente. Sembra complicarsi la vita, no, che vero. Che cacchio.
This look a bit more like a back four in the build-up for Juventus.
Ma che cacchio fate?
Midfield struggling on it at the moment. Torino showing their defensive strength.
Che fate sti passaggi di merda? Cioè, o li fate o spazzate. Che cazzo fate? Cioè, fanno dei passaggi e non so come. E già quello un spesso che manca sta a guardare. Oh.
Now, Chiesa. Cambiaso leaving it back for the Italian. Showing his best today.
Non era più.
Flick there from Cambiaso.
Oh.
Telly wasn't waiting for it. And now Bellinova.
Vai, porco.
Chiesa.
Dai.
Vabbè,
lo fate. Sai chi. E poi sì. E sbagliamo. E poi quello ha fatto palo. Un altro che è più di quadrati. E non lo so. Cioè siamo partiti bene e poi non ci abbiamo capito un cazzo. Cioè a sbagliare un sacco di passaggi come se rischia. Ehi, Allegri, non perché voglio essere troppo contro di lui, però se proprio devi farlo giocare, o lo fai giocare in panchina o non lo fai giocare proprio. Che non si può dare in campo. Scusate se sono con Locatelli, perché Locatelli per me raga è l'unico che mi sta sul cazzo, anzi, però cioè in campo si può vedere non ne ha zec, manco uno ne ha zec, cioè manca a provare a tirare da porta vicino, no, la butta tira di merda, tira.
Yes, who started the season fantastically at 4 goals in 5 to start the campaign in Serie A. 3
tanto
goals
per
since
Allegri
in
non
26
gli importa
matches.
un cazzo
Obviously missing
che quelli
quite a
si
few
mangiano
through
il
injury,
gol.
but
Tanto 0-0, portomissimo.
Week in, week out performance that is the next step for Chiesa. McKennie now does receive with his head, but no one to profit. Chiesa now charging, but Milinkovic-Savic recovers. Ivan Juric to one knee. The Croatian who has said if he can't take Torino to Europe, he would leave at the end of the season. Not far off it, but right now consigned to ninth. Fans in Turin concerned with Torino's form against the relegation strugglers, lost 15 points to the sides, bottom 7.
Vado in contropiede ma che cacchio che state fermi?
Linetti. Rodriguez. In towards Zapata and Chesney. His shouts to leave it. It's a straightforward claim for him.
So, Chris, we took a culinary trip to Rome last week. Now that we're in Piemonte, I have to ask you, agnolotti, vitello tonnato, or bagna calda? What's your pick?
The last one.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds fantastic.
Maybe an acquired taste for you. I know you're not very experimental.
More of a pragmatist. The cortomuser of eaters.
Do you want to know what it is? It's garlic and anchovies smashed together.
Wow. I would not have known that, and that would not have been my choice had I known. This can become a regular feature of our commentary. Yeah. Call it culinary trips.
We've got to give you some culture in Italy, Chris.
We do. Ricci. Torino keeping possession, yet to enter Juventus penalty area. Stage of the game. Vlasic touch that and out of play. As the referee will stop play as Federico Gatti has gone down, having in his stomach. But there had been an incident off the ball.
Oh my god.
Oh, let's see.
Sì, però
Swing out there from
voglio Duvan.
And Duvan has to control his temper. Gatti is one of those
ovunque.
defenders that wants to be an enforcer. He's overly aggressive and wants to get under the skin of the attacker. And it's that kind of response that Gatti's searching for.
Anzi, uno non deve fare un pugilato, non lo so. Non è un calciato.
See Duvan there explaining some of the contact that he was feeling that maybe led to the retaliation. So he had the wind knocked out of him, doesn't he, Gatti? He's gasping for air.
Both teams grabbing a drink and also putting some pressure on the VAR, Massimiliano Irati. Have a further look at that incident. Potential red card worthy for you?
Chris. Let him play. By the way, it's 82 degrees in Torino, which is very warm for April.
Looks like a great day out today in the ground. Gatti was back to his feet, looking visibly frustrated. The blow he was dealt.
I think Gatti maybe got a little bit more than he bargained for. Duvan is going to stand his ground.
Now the two players will have a frank exchange of views.
Non ho fatto niente, ma con le face.
See right there, there was a little nudge. Didn't seem like anything too malicious. I mean, Chris.
Punches out. will be a drop ball.
Not a yellow card, though?
Wasn't even given as a foul in real time, so they check on VAR for a red card. He can't give yellow.
Exactly.
Header from Vojvoda. Back to Bremer as Gatti is allowed to come back on. Kostic had to slide to keep it as Vlahovic left work for him to do, and now Buongiorno. Taken from behind. Free kick awarded.
L'unico che lo vogliono avere, però minchia Costi, che cazzo di stagione sta a fare?
When it gets feisty and aggressive, they tend to take the beauty out of a game. It's getting a lot more chippy in the midfield now.
Pure lui non scherza con ste...
That's what you want to see from Juventus as well. Pressing in the midfield just to try to win the ball back and not drop back right away. That's what you want to see. Look at the position there from Locatelli, Rabiot, team pressing.
E non vede che non più si usa perché quest'anno è solo un anno più in mezzo, ma l'anno scorso ha dimostrato di essere forte.
Good ball there from Milinkovic Savic, and now Sanabria. Well, that's a Locatelli.
E sta solo pareggiando sto qua, sta solo pareggiando, sta solo pareggiando sto qua, sta solo fare quello Locatelli. Che lui è bravo a fare il fallo, è bravo a fare il fallo. Ragazzi, scusate se in realtà nel complesso, raga, io mi sto incazzando con un giocatore che mi fa un po' passare con un rigore, non capisco perché cazzo mi mettono in campo, o li metto in campo. Perché mi metto in campo? Perché ci sono una milione di centrocampisti. Ma è Miriade, ma Miriade che c'è un capisci un po' ad un miretto, però vabbè, ma miretto non è che però
you have to manage the occasion as much as the game. Now Ricci. Left there for Linetti rather than sending the ball in. They swing it out to Rodriguez, who will put the cross in now. Ricci was waiting, but McKennie deals. Ricardo Rodriguez. Cycling in possession here. Vojvoda. Ricci. Rodriguez. Crossing it towards Zapata. Rabiot had the header come through the area, and it does result in a corner to Torino. Fans are up for it.
It's good aerial defending because Duvan Zapata was making a really interesting run there at the near post. We know how good he is in the air. Successful season for Duvan, 12 goals and 4 assists. In his move from Atalanta, where he once had a 28-goal season in the 18-19 campaign under Gasperini. That's where he really took off at Atalanta.
Rodriguez still swinging towards that back post, and Chesney out to punch, and a lot of appeals in that area. Bremer went down. Eventually the referee awarding the free kick. Linetti involved in that tussle. Cagey and hotly contested, as we would expect for a derby match between two teams that have been very good defensively in Serie A this season. Torino have played 15 matches at home. They've only scored 15 goals, but they've only conceded 8. Vlasic. Vlahovic. Waiting for it, but Buongiorno won. Further away from Vojvoda. Well, again, appeals for offside that do eventually come. Vlahovic, who has the big chance of the game. Federico Chiesa putting a ball on a platter for him to tap in at real pace. And Vlahovic just directed it straight into the post. This challenge in there on Danilo does result in a free kick, and Zapata was involved in that earlier, coming together with Gatti. Have to be careful. He launches himself in towards him. Savage having to volley away as McKennie was pressing. Didn't want to give away a cheap one to Juve. Jan Sommer has more clean sheets in Serie A this season than Vanja Milinkovic-Savic. American Vojvoda. Crossing towards Zapata. Sanabria too far beyond him, and now Villanova waiting. Some motions there from that midfield. Identity came close, and Torino recover possession. Villanova. Juventus, off the back of winning a couple of matches in a row, beat Fiorentina last time out in Serie A, beat Lazio in the first leg of their Coppa Italia semi-final. A time when the club were just desperate for some wins. Real slide from January until March. Has them thinking again about making sure they finish in Champions League places. 7 points clear of Roma, entering the round. It's the stated objective ahead of the season. Allegri was never talking about the title, but hard to avoid with how close Juve and Inter were for large portions of the season. Or the Derby d'Italia went the way of the Nerazzurri.
Look at all the positions that Chiesa's taking up. Central, right, left, just trying to get on the ball desperately, and he's been by far the most dangerous creator for Juventus, unsurprisingly.
As Gatti will arrive. Lofted it towards Nabia, who controls. Left for McKennie. Cambiaso coming central, so McKennie provided the width. Vlahovic to flick around the corner. On from Sanabria, Zapata. Driven into the ground there. Whatever. Villanova just about controlling ahead of Kostic, and that return ball is overcooked there from Sanabria.
Villanova's quick, but not that quick.
Villanova, who has experience in the Champions League final, came off the bench for Inter last season against Man City. was on loan with Inter Milan, but again couldn't come to an agreement to make that move permanent. Joined Torino in the summer from Cagliari.
See, wherever Vlahovic goes, Buongiorno shadowing him. It's been a pretty interesting matchup, very physical. Vlahovic getting a little bit annoyed now by the contact from behind.
He is in a battle. Coming back to have a touch and not deal with that herring for a second. It's Cambiaso. Sprays out to Gatti, who has to come around it.
Vai, Gatti, non fare il...
Beyond Vlasic. Gatti puts the cross in towards the ball, and now Vlahovic! And again the save from Milinkovic-Savic! Another huge chance for Vlahovic, and he can't convert!
Oh my goodness. What about Gatti putting David Beckham to shame?
Hey,
This ball gets by his marker, little burst of pace, and a beautiful delivery to the edge of the 6-yard box, and again it falls to Vlahovic. And again he's somehow not able to score. He could have had a brace. Well, that's where those big chances missed. That's an example. Juventus with the most big chances missed this season, and they missed 2 massive ones in this first half.
Subsequent corner is high for Rabiot through the area, but not dealt with. Sanabria does deal with it. Cambiaso. Locatelli. Rabiot. Vlahovic again trying to get around the defender this time. Tameze does the job. Milinkovic-Savic takes no chances. Big bump in there from Sanabria. Physical center forward play. Well controlled there by Tameze. Voivoda. Duvan Zapata.
Cazzo, sto cazzo di Zapata, oh!
Head of Bremer. Trying to dance on his own, but
Vai, McKennie, vai!
long busting run forward down that right. Into Chiesa and Rabiot. They're trying to go quickly. Danilo presenting himself as an option. Kostic, Opendit sent it towards Vlahovic and Buongiorno. Stepping well. Torino now to have a go. And some pace forward. Vlasic leaving for Sanabria. Linetti. Voivoda. Teams having their goes. Linetti now in some space. They'll have a crack in the sliding intervention there from Locatelli. Melanova. It's a decent cross in, but just a bit too much air on it. Sliced away a couple times, and Vlahovic, for the first time, bumped from behind, this time by Rodriguez.
Another look at that chance from Vlahovic. Settles it, and it's off the knee of Milinkovic. Just trying to go under the goalkeeper. 2 glorious chances for big Dusan Vlahovic in the first half. I have to say the deliveries into him have been quality. Whether it was that one or the earlier one from Chiesa, even better.
Now 8 fouls through 34 minutes from Torino. Step here from Danilo. Torino yet to fashion a chance like the 2 that Vlahovic has had on the day. Chiesa has it awkwardly come off him. Shots for handball, but Manesca says no.
Dai, Danilo.
Kostic tried the flick, but could come kindly for him. Went direct there to the run of Chiesa, but not the right pace on it. Big space opening up in the middle of that defensive setup for Torino. So, strap there for Bellanova that he has to discard. Ricardo Rodriguez. Bellanova. And his debut for the Italian national side in New Jersey. Italy's friendly against Ecuador at Red Bull Arena. There's a free kick coming in there, the challenge round Zapata. It's a set piece and a decent opportunity for Torino to come. Taken short again. This time with Ricci. No real angle to find though. Linetti and Rodriguez. Just putting that hopeful ball in. Both wide for Bellanova. In a better crossing position, he'll whip it into the heart of that area. Clash of heads there between Gatti and Locatelli. It's friendly fire. And medical attention will be required.
That is a hard skull of Gatti that went crashing to the temple of Locatelli. Great away support from the Juventus fans. Didn't have to travel far. There's Urbano Cairo on the right, the presidente of Torino. In a better spot than they've been in recent years. Torino, top half of the table. Could potentially get one of those last Conference League paces, but they can't squander points against teams like Empoli like they did last round. Know what's facing them in this game. Talked about it before the game, Chris. Juventus has scored in each of their last 15 away to the stadium against Torino and hasn't lost in the last 17 league games against Il Toro. So that is a monumental climb for Torino. That recent history of domination from the Bianconeri.
And it is one where there is a gap usually in the league table between the two sides, but still pull off that upset every now and again. But the Juventus are up for this game just as much as Torino are.
You feel like Torino's better positioned in this game to get a result than in most of the other times we've seen them face each other in the 2010s when Juve won the 9 consecutive Scudetti and Torino were usually in the bottom half of the table. But now they're meeting a Juventus team that has had very poor or inconsistent results for the last 2.5 months.
Diciamo che ci sta, dai, però mai dire mai.
Vlahovic does that job of help bring players into the play. Too heavy there. At times that hold-up ability can afford to improve. Savic pointing towards that space for Buongiorno to present himself as an option, but goes long to Zapata. Second ball recovered here by Vlasic. Well left there by the Colombian. Vlasic, the cross in towards Sanabria, but acrobatic clearance away from Danilo. Kept in here towards Bellanova, who put another cross in. See a header there from Danilo. And Rodriguez well forward to put the header in. McKennie.
Ma guarda,
Fantastic reading of the game there.
Non fare niente.
Vlasic. Vojvoda. Vlasic, who was losing his footing, but keeps it in. Finds the exit valve there with Linetti. Landing on Cambiaso. Come inside now. We'll go again. This time put the cross in towards Bellanova, but Kostic, the vital intervention. Now, Tampese stepping, but losing his footing and giving away a throw.
And when Torino do attack, they're met by a Juventus team that they drop back into that defensive shape, and what they do is defend very well when everyone's back and they have that line of five. See, there's so few spaces for them to attack through the middle. That's why most of these Torino attacks are going to the wide areas, and you're essentially ending with a cross from either Bellanova on one side or Vojvoda on the other. And the Juventus defenders are winning most of those 50-50s. We haven't seen Duvan Zapata get a good chance yet on target. The best chances have come by way of Juventus, the two from Vlahovic.
Put another cross, and the header is on. And won there by Vlasic, but steered wide.
It's a really good ball from Bellanova. Vlasic is coming towards the ball. There's no one on him. It's a free header, but it's a difficult one from a player that's not known for his aerial ability. Just flashes it wide.
The first cross that has hit its intended target of the 14 that Torino have put in today.
Yeah, the crosses have been accurate, right, for the most part. It's just that the defending in the air from the Juve center backs has been stellar.
Calmly played out there. Tameze. As Ricci was held, the referee unmoved. Locatelli with plenty of space. McKennie and Kostic. Too late to find the American with that wide run. Danilo. Cambiaso. Much deputized this right side ahead of Tim Weah. Will bend the cross in. It's a dangerous one. Plenty of contact as Buongiorno.
No. Comunque, a parte tutto, ragazzi, questo 0-0 non è che io sto male, perché no, però cazzo, cioè già il Toro, cioè il Torino non è una squadra del derby, però
And it's not often that Juventus go and buy a player from Serie B when they're at Frosinone.
Pure noi, cioè se noi stavamo andando a giocare per il gol, continuavamo a giocare per il gol, cacchio, ci chiudiamo con torna a me il Real Madrid.
Alright, so at halftime we need to see if anyone can bring us Banya Calda.
No, cioè vabbè, il Cagliari spero che non andrà così, però tra un po', se non mi sbaglio,
Not
ha
sure I want
vinto
to be
il
smelling your
Milan.
anchovy garlic breath for the second
Secondo
half,
me
so
questo 3 a
maybe let's
0,
wait.
This is a small space where
non lo so, però la vedo dura che riusciamo a fare solo 3 a 0 con il Milan. E forse anche con il Cagliari, perché anche il Cagliari non è una squadretta. È una squadra che lotta per forza al testa, però può sempre farci male. Ma il Cagliari però. È già sul Napoli già pareggiato.
Buongiorno. Juventus coming at Torino in their build-up phases. Sanabria goes over and now.
Dai, almeno un gol.
Cambiaso.
Dai, fate un gol. Ah, 45, ma cacchio era, almeno uno al primo tempo. Me.
Torino can get set. Locatelli.
Ma Locatelli, buona
Direct traffic, but goes into Rabiot with back to goal. Harried from every which direction and wins the free kick.
Calcio di punizione per noi.
Torino this season have yet to concede from a free kick as a yellow card is
Non
shown.
male. Una punizione abbastanza buona, diciamo.
This late one in there from Sanabria. Draws the attention of the referee. Interesting of the variety of challenges that we've seen today from Il Toro, that's the one that draws the attention. It is Ricci who picks up the yellow and for his efforts will miss Torino's home match against Frosinone next time out. His 5th yellow card of the season. Chiesa is over the free kick.
Cioè, sul più bello si è proprio... Cioè, sul più bello. Sul più bello si è proprio...
Just wants to get on with it. So does this crowd. Drawing out the vanishing spray as half ebbs to its conclusion. Chiesa or Kostic. Is Federico Chiesa to loft towards that back post. Bremer with a header. Further still from Voivoda. Some collisions there. Come off of last. It's going to be shown. So for the late bump, this is being chased out of play. It is Voivoda who will take the booking. Really is the bump though from Zapata that merits the attention. Zuric.
Only reason Duban can do something like that is because he didn't pick up that yellow card for that lashing out early in the first half. It's a lucky boy that the referee didn't spot it in live time.
It was in the end given as a throw here. Gatti could perhaps swing in a long one. I know Weston McKennie has that in his locker as well. I'm surprised he's not over. Short with Cambiaso. The block in there from Voivoda will be another throw. Got well beyond the minimum of 3. And there is the halftime whistle. Dusan Vlahovic with 2 massive chances to open the scoring for Juventus, hitting the post with 1. Milinkovic-Savic, Torino fighting and scrapping it would have been
Questo
engaging and
è...
intense. That'll be the Lavoro
Voglio
after
sperare
45
che nel
minutes as we
secondo
start the break.
tempo
It's Torino nil, Juventus
cambia la
nil. We're
Juve,
back
ma
with
non
full
ovviamente sta
halftime reactions
parola
on the other side with Poppy
non
Miller
serve
and our
neanche,
studio
non
team
cambia
next.
mai. Al massimo, se proprio deve cambiare quando segna all'ultimo,
You might
o
be
deve
used to living
segnare
with your albuterol
all'ultimo.
asthma rescue inhaler,
Però, vabbè,
but it's a bit of a dinosaur because it only
ci
treats your
vediamo al
symptoms,
secondo tempo.
not inflammation. Treating both symptoms
Ok ragazzi,
Thank you,
siamo
Poppy, as
quasi...
we get ready for the second 45 minutes and studio team talk.
Che sa parlare in italiano.
That push for European plays for Torino currently set ninth in Serie A, but the run-in for this side is incredibly difficult. Home with Juventus today, and with the final 7 match days of the season, Torino face 5 of the top 6. Away at Inter, home at Bologna, home with Milan, and away at Atalanta in the run into the season. It will be very difficult for them to qualify for Europe.
Absolutely, and some interesting conversations there about Juventus, how, those top 5 Champions League places are not mathematically guaranteed. These are the games where they need to get all 3 points, continue this amazing run of form that they've had against Torino, unbeaten in their last 17 league matches against their city rival. But in the first half, they had chances to put them away. 2 from Dusan Vlahovic. Tremendous save from Vanja Milinkovic-Savic, but the other one, Vlahovic really should have scored. That was early in the first half after a great delivery from Federico Chiesa.
As both teams get ready for the second 45 minutes, it was intense.
Matematicamente in Champions dobbiamo continuare a fare punti difficile, però bisogna
Plenty of
fare
hard challenges coming in from all over. We started to see a few more
basta
yellows handed out towards the end of that second half. As we are underway with the second 45 minutes, the derby della Mole, the Turin derby between Torino
ora la
and
parola
Juventus.
ora lo scudetto non lo nomina neanche più lo scudetto.
Interesting in terms of the
Tanto
long
che voi
term
avete
for
capito che noi
Juventus making
pensavamo
Champions League is
pensavate
massive, but
troppo allo scudetto
who will be around
e mi sembrava strano, cazzo.
for another Champions League journey?
Sta
Sounds like maybe in the
proprio
dugout.
non così, ma proprio così, fatti una stanza, ma così è una stanza per il distacco che c'è tra noi e l'Inter, e che cavolo.
In the league as well. Linetti.
Quindi mo non facciamo altre cavolate perché... Oh, non l'ho detto!
Challenge came in first on Filip Kostic. That does result in a free kick.
And even all the Juventus players were just looking around saying, is a foul going to be called?
Meno male che fallo di attacco. Chi lo vuole avevo
Push off from
detto.
Villanova.
Those where the whistle doesn't go until the play is over, but usually you see
Finora
those from
avevo
the side,
detto che
not for
sembra fare
fouls.
iniziato, ho detto però forse perché quello che stanno incontro piccato per il
Milinkovic-Savic
fallo,
directed to come off his line there by
però
Tanese.
perché mo avete capito che se non facciamo niente il toro può segnare.
Issue there with the match ball. Now given as a drop ball to brother of Sergei Milinkovic-Savic, formerly of Lazio, now in Saudi Arabia. Zapata off the chest, but Buddy in the maroon of Torino there to recover. Ricci going all the way back to the goalkeeper.
Occhio.
Sanabria will fight there with Danilo. Second ball won by Bellanova, but caught Kostic there.
Dai. Cioè, per me ha giocato solo i primi minuti, non il secondo tempo, proprio la partita, solo i primi minuti della partita, poi non sta giocando più. O meglio, sta giocando, però sta sbagliando quasi tutto. Cioè...
Challenge in and a throw in one.
Non attacca più.
Juventus coming off a game in which they beat Fiorentina with only 25% of the ball. Can easily win a game.
Ma che cazzo di passaggio fai?
Possession in 11 matches this season, having been outpossessed the most of a team in Europe's top 5 leagues.
Some of the players warming up for Juventus, Alcaraz and...
Me ne fai incazzare! Morti di incazzare! Che cazzo! Mamma mia, non si può!
Torino will avoid that today.
Raga, scusate, però bisogna fare sti
From Vlahovic.
Do you have the actual date of the last time Torino beat Juventus?
2015. Torino getting a 2-1 win with goals courtesy of Matteo Darmian, Quagliarella as well.
Wow.
No, dai, mamma no! Ah, fai il contropiede!
Rodriguez.
Ma no!
Moronova got a head to it, but steered it further away from goal. Ricci looking to keep it in play as it was a real slow pace, and that's a late one there from Kostic. Ricci going over, now Maresca will have to deal with it. Now, both sets of players getting involved in. Let's see here. Ricci poking it off.
Here's the best look at it. Seems like Kostic gets the ball. Oh, wait a second.
Che nessuno è andato lì a prendere il
Stunts are actually
pallone.
showing.
Qua non lo prendo. Che invece di prenderlo cosa fanno? Non fanno.
And they make contact with the ankle of Ricci.
No, ma
Saw that reverse angle. That gave us the best look at it.
Torino captain Rodriguez will get a punt or two there for the referee. Because he'd only given a throw. The two captains, Danilo and Rodriguez, just having a word there. It will be Bellanova. Lofting into the area, Zapata. Tracking in the air there was Vlasic to have a hit, and a second time with two blocks coming in. Now chasing after it, Linenti. Tussle there with Cambiaso. Does result in a goal kick. The ball boys appealing, and eventually the appeal is heard. It is a corner.
Male, molto male.
Erkin Voivoda, the Kosovo international. Fired into the heart of that area, and Rabiot, the strong header away. Rodriguez across to Bellanova. Just go all the way back to Milinkovic-Savic. Communication there. Torino keeping it. Very much with the initiative in this second half.
100%, Chris. They felt way more in control. And you see some of the players like Vlahovic, he's looking around and saying, where's the team press? We saw it in waves in the first half from Juventus, and at times it did cause problems. Juventus created by far the two best chances of the game. But how's the approach going to change now in the second half?
Zapata trying to leave, but a step in there from Bremer.
A lot of the criticism under Allegri is it feels like sometimes they're content with a 0-0 draw. This is Juventus, Chris, a massive club.
Sanabria. Massive club who share this city with Torino.
But they have to play like it. And at times they've had a mindset which I'm not sure is fitting of their objectives. Playing way too but they have to play like it. And at times they've had a mindset which I'm not sure is fitting of their objectives. Playing way too
Sanabria. Massive club who share this city with Torino.
Sta ricominciando di nuovo perché
but they have to play like it. And at times they've had a mindset which I'm not sure is fitting of their objectives. Playing way too but they have to play like it. And at times they've had a mindset which I'm not sure is
Because he wasn't 100% to start the game. Might see him off the bench as play wears on. Sanabria, Bellanova wanted it. Sanabria's initially kept the ball and then lost it. Now he's out of position. Juventus. Vlahovic makes the run. Instead it was the other way for Chiesa. McKennie picks up the pieces. Chiesa in space. McKennie.
non perderlo.
Vlahovic. No way through for the cross.
Dai, bocca.
Cambiaso. That might be how Torino get caught out if they do commit too many numbers forward and Juventus win the ball back and hit them on the break.
I think Sanabria had a fantastic opportunity to send Bellanova to the room in behind.
McKennie. Buongiorno headed it clear. Voivoda for Zapata. Danilo away. This is Ricci. Excellent balance from Samuele Ricci. Sanabria surrounded by black and white shirts. This time he does find the galloping Bellanova. Can he find space for the cross? Bellanova with the ball in. It's over him.
It's there where the other weak back is missing. There, Voivoda has to be there. The back post era, that's why I think
Bellanova ad attaccare, che questi poi la trovano la cosa è probabilmente segnano, non per fare, facciamo le cose, però facciamo un cazzo.
Torino do have Valentino Lazaro, who's
se non è che attacchiamo, ci proviamo.
wing back in the mold of Bellanova.
Mica pensiamo che siamo un derby di merda, così.
Breaks the way of Locatelli.
Che invece in realtà servono per fare i punti.
Chiesa, Rabiot on the overlap. Chiesa, dropping the shoulder, finding Danilo. Chiesa seemed to come off his own teammate Danilo, which is why Chiesa reacts as he does with his head in his hands.
Yeah, but that's a superb combination in
Che mai
between
voglio
Chiesa
capire, ma perché ogni cazzo di giornata che giochiamo noi, tutte le squadre devono essere, cioè devono avere la difesa, non lo so. Cioè ogni volta che tiriamo è come se che cazzo hanno ce n'è che hanno la difesa però colpano vabbè adesso farlo va.
Yeah, even Vlahovic scored and was Brenner at the last touch in an offside position. So not only Lukaku does that, because we remember him a couple of times being involved with this with Inter.
In the Champions League final, notoriously, Federico Di Marco's effort against Manchester City.
Perché è un derby, però non è che è un derby sì, il Torino è sempre, non è mai scontata questa partita, però
their record under Urbano Cairo and his presidency, they might just accept. The goal was drawn in the end, but we're a long way from necessarily achieving that. Chiesa through. Cambiaso was chasing it, Voivoda tracking back.
magari
That might be why he He's been picked ahead of Lazaro. Tanese. Chiesa was conscious of not committing a foul. Belanova's cross. Vlasic arriving. Not sure Gatti got anything on it. McKennie couldn't keep it in play.
Yeah, but that's why Patrick Bellanova has been linked so many times with big teams and has been selected for Spalletti. So quick. Great. He's having a fantastic season.
Ricardo Rodriguez. Carolinetti stepping away from Locatelli. Linetti's ball in. Bellanova did have last season on loan with Inter, but it didn't work out, or Inter certainly balked at the price tag that Cagliari slapped on him. Inter passing up that opportunity, presented a chance to Torino. It's been a big part of what they've achieved so far this season. Ricci, tempted by the shot. Comes off Brenner behind for a corner.
And you never know that deflection could have ended anywhere. Yeah, Bellanova probably just needed get more game time, more confidence as a young player. You need to play week in, week out.
Tense moments these for Juventus. They will ordinarily back themselves to deal with opposition corners, but they won't want to concede too many opportunities such as these to their opponents. Anyway, Bellanova will keep it in play. He's got a 2 against 1 with Buongiorno. Bellanova up against Kostic. Now it's with Ricci. Another Ricci shot. Which again is dealt with easily. Buongiorno. Bellanova this time sends it in. Sanabria! And Chesney forced into a save. He pushed it away. Very well indeed.
Però se non c'era Chesney, il gol c'era! Il gol c'era! Mamma mia! C'è sempre Chesney che salvare il culo deve salvare! E giustamente credo in campo Chesney adesso. Non mi sto incazzando ma c'erano con la difesa che è contro la Juve che non fa un cazzo!
Despite not finding the back of the net, that header from Tony Sanabria got plenty of supporters on their seats. Torino are really improving this in the first half, getting it across his marker, attacking the ball. This time it did hit the target, but that's why it's chased as one of the best keepers in the league. Zapata.
Cazzo è stata sbagliata? Vabbè, si è bloccato per questo è un po' così, vabbè.
This time it did hit the target, but that's why it's chased as one of the best keepers in the league. Zapata in the channel. Excellent defending from Brenner. Made it look easy. Rodriguez back.
Non è ammissibile sta cosa.
Locatelli finds Rabiot.
Cioè, non è normale, non è normale. Cioè, questa cosa non è normale. Non è normale. E la cosa bella è che noi prima eravamo belli o magari eravamo addirittura primi.
Vlahovic into his stride. Dusan Vlahovic. Milinkovic-Savic used his feet.
Yeah, but this looks like an easy save. But watch Milinkovic-Savic. I think he realized immediately where Vlahovic was going to shoot, and he had a step on his right. Vlahovic not gonna find the play zone or where the scoring boots. He's got the recent games.
Zapata holding it up, Vlasic working off him, Zapata, Vlasic, Cambiaso tracking back, all of a sudden 3 players forward there. Sanabria was also a threat, but Andrea Cambiaso showing why he's such a complete
footballer. Si sta proprio impegnando,
In the middle of massive pressure,
e non te, vabbè, ma come sta difendendo? Lei grazie! Che non sa come marcare, cioè quello sta facendo un po'.
Pointing to his ankles.
You know, Patrick, when you're a defender, you play the Juric team with his philosophy. And you know, you can be aggressive, especially in the opposition half, because you're not going to be booked for force like Buongiorno is doing the first half and now.
capito com'è,
Kenan
io.
Yildiz,
Va
and
bene
with him
che
Sam Milling Jr. to
c'è la cosa
prominent
del primo
graduates
posto
in the Juventus Under-23
che
side next year.
in caso italiana
Yildiz has scored against Torino before, albeit Primavera level for the Under-19 side 18 months ago. That's a reminder of just how young he is. He won't turn 19 until next month.
Anzi più fallimentare
But Yildiz, who scored on his full
l'anno
debut for Juventus,
perché
still only has one Serie A goal to his name, despite really catching the eye in the Coppa Italia. And Juventus need a goal here if they are to do the double over Torino.
Yeah, we see if Ealing will come on for his natural,
non voglio dire
his natural position here
almeno
for
rimaniamo sul
Kostic.
podio.
Interested to see where this is going to play.
Kostic has worked hard for an hour. Chiesa very nearly got an assist early on. That lovely piece of wing play and an inch-perfect pass for Vlahovic. Vlahovic didn't convert, so in the end, Chiesa just has that moment, really. Kenan Yildiz offers something different. Doesn't have the same blistering pace as Chiesa, but arguably a little more skill.
To Chiesa will look for the ball into the pocket, so in the middle of the park there where the area is congested. Chiesa loves maybe to operate wider than Yildiz.
Yildiz is a senior Turkey international, will surely be at Euro 2024. Sam Milling Jr. is an England under-21 international. Rodriguez looking for the run of Vlašić. Danilo stepped in, got a cry, a repeated cry of bravo from his goalkeeper. Well done, says Wojciech Szczesny.
Yeah, of course, was Danilo, if you see, had to leave Sanabria behind him. Great reading of the game.
Juventus relish the art of defending, and you can see how Torino know what a big threat Juventus are from set pieces. They've only conceded 2 corners to the Bianconeri, who've now allowed Torino a fourth such set piece. Juric spoke about Juventus' threat from corners and the reverse fixture. Another set piece for Torino, away by Cambiaso. Yildiz, Cambiaso again, what a counter this could be. Wes McKennie, who's got Rabiot in support. McKennie, Belanova was quick, and Milinkovic-Savic came off his line.
Yeah, it is to have a player like Belanova with that pace in your team from a corner kick situation, galloping backward and shielding Milinkovic-Savic.
If there's one player who can pick a pass in that Juventus side, it is Wes McKennie, who's been a really reliable source of assists. Wes McKennie's 100th game in Serie A, interestingly this evening. Vlašić with time and space. Vlašić. Juventus saying it ricocheted off his arm on the follow through. Back in by Rodriguez. Gatti away. This is Ricci. Hook clear by Rabiot. Juventus not looking irresistible defensively. Bremer steps out to win the ball. And now finds Locatelli. Bremer saying was caught by Tony Sanabria there. An all South American affair, the Paraguayan on the Brazilian. And Bremer has stayed down. He's not popular here. Unlikely to ever be when you leave a club, let alone if you leave a club for their city rivals, as Bremer did.
Yeah, Bremer was being chased by Sanabria. No, I think the referee is just there. I think it is, maybe try to use his shoulder to outmuscle Bremer.
Rabiot, Yildiz peeling away. It's a good covering run from Tamize. Rabiot, this is Vlahovic. Tamize wanted his goalkeeper to come, instead he prodded it back the way of Vanja Milinkovic-Savic. How he would love to extend his clean sheet record, which has been really impressive this season. 15 shutouts in 31 appearances. He had 3 clean sheets in his previous 4 prior to conceding 3 and Empoli did Vanya. That's what he wears on the back of his shirt. Brother of Sergei Milinkovic-Savic, now playing in Saudi Arabia, the former Lazio midfielder. Big puff of the cheeks there from Max Allegri. Not good for his heart rate. Cambiaso. McKennie. In by Danilo. Too high for Yildiz. He won't catch up to the ball either.
Yeah, but there, Hennig Jr. has to be, because Danilo is putting a decent ball, but Hennig has to fill the box as a proper attacking wing back as he is.
The feeling on the Burgundy side of Turin is that sooner or later they're going to win a game against Juventus, particularly with Juventus not being at their best.
No!
Now it's with Voivoda. Vlasic once more. Voivoda's gone down off the ball and Cambiaso has had his name taken.
Yeah, correct decision by Maresca, because I think Voivoda played the ball and in his mind there was the 1-2 with his teammate and Cambiaso. Look here, lay off and attack the
Vediamo, vabbè, facciamo il primo.
Vlasic. Rodriguez with the cross, easy enough for Bremer, but he's played it straight the way of Voivoda, and that's a corner. The ball clearly bounced beyond the byline.
Yes, Torino is always moving the ball where the dead balls, where the free kicks is from the area, because Juventus are bringing just 2 players, and Torino are trying to move to create the 3 against 2 situation. And now the game, another corner, and swinged by Voivoda.
Easy to call when the ball actually bounces beyond the line. It was harder to tell earlier on when Falcone Lecce, the goalkeeper, took the ball outside his penalty area. Can Torino get this set piece right? In it comes from Voivoda. Foul by Linetti on Rabiot is why the whistle's gone.
Yes, another good ball in, but you can see Danilo, Bremer and Gatti all close to each other. But you know, in that situation, Cambiaso, Patrick needs to be careful, because he's there in that position, forcing Voivoda to maybe having an extra step backwards to put the ball high. But if you get the ball, maybe you can have the second yellow card.
Juventus shouldn't really give up on second place just yet. Of course, it's in their DNA that they win, and winning is the only thing that matters, goes the old motto. First coined by a former Juventus player, latterly president, Giampiero Boniperti, but Juventus began this weekend 6 behind Milan. Rabiot's lost out to Linetti. That looked like a foul by Locatelli. That's why the whistle's gone. And now Linetti saying, does that not warrant a yellow card?
Yeah, now you can see Maresca's been forced to call a couple of fouls. Compared to the first half, the rhythm has been broken a bit more. The game has been scrappy. Juventus the first half were probably the better team in the first 10-15 minutes, but now Torino putting them under pressure.
It's quite an intelligent player, Manuel Locatelli. Frequently when he goes sliding in like that, doesn't always trip his opponent, but he lifts his leg up so as to impede their passage just by putting a barrier between him and the ball. Clipped in by Rodriguez. Hennig Jr.'s header is not the best. This is Bellanova.
Team.
Torino have been the better team in the second half, but it won't matter much if Juventus go on to win this game 1-0. And they're preparing. Another local player, Moise Keane, who comes from Vercelli, scored a disallowed goal in the reverse fixture. Keane hasn't scored at all season. Sooner or later, you would think he'd put that right. Lovely touch from Vlahovic. couldn't find a route through Zwilling Jr. Yildiz for Danilo, and Vlahovic giving chase. Ricci was tracking back, and he's won a free kick.
Wonderful technique by Vlahovic. But again, Danilo wanted to be joined, wanted to be reached by his teammates, making this late run. See if was a keen come on for Vlahovic or maybe Allegri in the last 15 minutes we go into strikers up front. Here Voivoda strike. Remember, Juventus won this game so many times, 1 year with a late goal, so Torino needs to be calm and focused.
Zapata has been nullified as a threat. Credit to the Juventus back three for keeping tabs on him. Moise Kean is running out of time. He won't want to go a whole season without scoring. Well played by Villanova. He stands it up. Gatti's header clear. McKennie got there. He felt he was fouled. Good advantage played by Fabio Maresca. Look at the black and white shirts breaking forward. Rabiot. Yildiz in the channel. Kenan Yildiz. Space to Kalic. Good save from Milinkovic Savic. That was arrowing towards the corner.
Almeno un altro tiro l'ha fatto, dai.
There were plenty of bodies in front of Milinkovic Savic. Belanova is down with cramps probably. Well done to Yildiz again from that position, his favorite one. Cutting inside, finding the big hands by Milinkovic Savic.
We hope it is just cramp for Belanova and nothing more serious than that. It is a hamstring problem because it's not just Torino's fortunes which could be affected, but also Italy's too. That was the challenge from Linetti on McKennie. Took a chance and clearly caught the ankle of the Texan, but Yildiz knew exactly what he was doing. And not for the first time this evening, Milinkovic Savic with a fine stop.
Yeah, that's a good save because you can see, you cannot see the ball because Ricci is there in between this shot and Milinkovic Savic is using his height and saving, palming away. So many times we've seen, keeper saving the ball but leaving the ball just in front of them for the striker.
Daniele Rugani, one of those warming up now. It does seem to be building towards a crescendo as to whether one of these two teams can get a winning goal. It was almost a match-winning moment from Yildiz, but Valentino Lazaro is getting instructions. David Okereke is already stripped and ready to go. Sanabria realises he's the one to come off. Okereke is still chasing his first Torino goal following his switch from Cremonese. He'll just be glad that he's now at a club that will be staying in the division after consecutive relegations. First with Venezia and then with Cremonese. And Okereke on to partner Zapata for what remains. Voivoda, meantime, is withdrawn for Lazaro.
Ma figura, è giusto. Vanicia non è giusto. Pensavo che non lo so se lui perché adesso il nome non cultura Sara è il nome Vanicia come cazzo era, però
it's a big cheer from the travelling supporters, but the overwhelming majority are booing him. Alexandra is a survivor from 2015 when Juventus last lost to the Granata. The only other surviving member of the Juventus squad is not involved today. That's Paul Pogba because of his doping ban. Vlahovic trudges off, knowing that he really should have left Juventus with an advantage. Despite that, he graciously takes the embrace from Allegri, and Moise Kean has the chance to be a hero.
Yes, correct. What a chance he's got to find his first goal of the season.
McKennie. John not only won the challenge, but also won the throw. Another assured display from him. Torino have kept 15 clean sheets and counting. Much of that is down to the emergence of Alessandro Buongiorno. It'll be interesting to see how he copes in a couple of weeks' time against that Inter front pairing of Lautaro Martinez and Marcus Thuram. Torino's next game here against Frosinone. Yildiz. He's found Locatelli. Danilo. Yildiz seeing plenty of the ball. Rabiot with the cross. Away by Ricardo Rodriguez. Danilo. Cambiaso. Cambiaso bending it in. The goalkeeper's come and lost it. This is Rabiot. Back for Locatelli. Yildiz shifting it. Cambiaso. Cleverly done for Alexandro. Now Danilo drives.
Vabbè però!
What's a free kick?
Yeah, he's absolutely furious with the referee.
Mamma mia! Cioè, ma che cacchio però!
He goes down, then he realized he had the collision with his skipper and immediately went in his position. But having a keeper with that size, every time there is a ball in there, comes off his line, is fantastic for a defender.
That's 2 meters tall is Vanja Milinkovic-Savic. He looks every inch of it, or every centimetre of it, from here as well. They're enjoying their day out in the sunshine regardless, those Juventus supporters. Now in the shade, so there won't necessarily be sunburn come the end of the match. It has been that hot. Okereke with the flick on. Zapata couldn't quite get there.
Yeah, but good job again by
Oh,
Brenner.
però voi fino all'ultimo dovete farmi bene infatti. Oh,
Was the flick by
fino all'ultimo.
Interesting.
Lazaro turning away from McKennie. Villanova looks okay despite going down, holding his thigh earlier on. Whether it was cramp or a twinge, we don't know at the stage. Rodriguez. This is Okereke. First touch was fabulous. Vlasic. Linetti's lost it. So too is Danilo. Rodriguez. Tamizir. Alexandro was positive. Linetti
È
made sure it
facile
didn't reach Moise
contropiede.
Keane.
Mamma mia, mi sta per 2-0. Vabbè, siamo ai 10 minuti, però. Ce l'è massato un cazzo per fare.
Now Lazaro. It's his early ball in. Locatelli got in front of Bremer. Buongiorno across to make sure Keane didn't get there.
Yeah, the job that Locatelli is doing every single game sometimes goes unseen because he's always there helping his defenders in front of their opponent's striker to clean the box. Such an intelligent player.
Rabiot. Juventus forced into plenty of sideways passes, not many options ahead of the ball. Danilo got there ahead of Zapata and then gave it away to Linetti. Vlasic takes over. Zapata playing left wing. Now Lazaro arrives on the overlap. Zapata uses the run, but still no cross. Ricardo Rodriguez. Clipped in by him, on by Okereke. Tameze has retrieved it, and won a corner.
Yeah, fantastic. For a second, the ball looked like was going in goal kick. And then Belanova, I think he's struggling again. 83 minutes, he was running up and down all the game.
Could be loath to come off. Well, Raul Belanova. He's only missed one game. That was the first league meeting with Udinese through suspension. Torino have recently played against Udinese, won 2-0 just before the international break. Adam Mazzina was getting some instructions there. Tony Sanabria unable to add to his tally of goals for Torino against Juventus, which stands at 3. So Belanova comes off. And Mazzina, who began his career as a left back, then became a left wing back. Recently he's been playing as well as a left centre back. Belanova has been operating on the right hand side, but Lazaro is unusual in that he's a right-footed left winger, Manuel, so it could be Mazzina at left wing back and Lazaro switching sides perhaps?
Yeah, probably. We'll see. Yeah, he can play in different position. Now you never know. He's a tall boy, so probably he will be in the box.
Rodriguez with the corners, chased it, caught Mazzina, got there, Tameze lifts it over the top, but there was a foul on the goalkeeper. Torino aren't happy, but will restart with the Juventus free kick.
Yeah, they are saying that it's the same compared to what happened in the other box. Here you can see probably Mazzina, when he's landing, he's catching Chelsea with his right elbow here. That's a sore one.
What is surprising, given this is a third straight season in which Torino against Juventus has been Juric against Allegri, as Belanova tried in vain there to attract attention to a possible handball, is we haven't had a goalless draw in this fixture since February 2008.
Yeah, it's a long time, but somebody's been sent off. Probably, yeah, Juric.
Ivan Juric dismissed. This might well be his final derby della Mole. Lots of uncertainty surrounding his future. It's looking like he might go away without ever winning this game. Now, Mattia Perin is warming up because Szczesny has gone down so heavily. Play won't resume, of course, because it's an injury to the goalkeeper until we have clarity as to whether the poll can continue. But it was caught in the face inadvertently by Mazzina. And that's why Szczesny stayed down. It's an elbow to his nose.
Yeah, from the camera, I think he was bleeding heavily. Yeah, obviously he didn't mean that at all, but he caught straight in the nose. Szczesny.
The man in the white shirt is the Torino sporting director, Davide Bagnati, and Szczesny immediately alerting his teammates that it was a fairly serious gash, which will require some patching up. Torino players not only getting some fluids on board, but some sugars as well with those energy drinks. Mattia Perin is arguably the most reliable backup goalkeeper in Serie A. In fact, some people have occasionally accused him in the past of lacking ambition, not going to play regularly elsewhere. But Perin is welcome to make whatever career decisions he likes. It is his career. He's only played 5 times this season. He is a designated cup goalkeeper and will be involved in a Coppa Italia final in the middle of next month. Juventus well placed to go through, having defeated Lazio 2-0 in the first leg of their semi-final. There will be lots of added time now. That is not supporters holding their wrists necessarily to say that time should be added on. It seems to be part of some choreographed chant. You don't often see this, man, but goalkeepers coming on, especially this late in a game for an injury. Does look like if they manage to stem the flow of the bleeding, Szczęsny wants to see this through.
Yeah, of course. Just sometimes you can see from maybe a red card being awarded. I think Szczęsny fought awfully. Didn't break his nose, but looked like the amount of blood he was losing looked like it is the case.
And at this stage of the game, there is often scope as well for teams not to have any substitutions nor slots left. That is not the case for Juventus. We have seen outfield players going in goal this season. Olivier Giroud for Milan and Marassi against Genoa. That was because Mike Maignan was sent off and Milan had used up all of their substitutions. But Juventus have only used 4 so far. Hilling Jr. and Yildiz in the same slot. Alexandra and Keane also in the same particular slot. So they do have 1 substitution and 1 slot up their sleeve. We might be breaking records here for added time in the Derby della Mole. I have a hunch it's going to be double figures at this stage. But Szczęsny looks okay to continue.
Yeah, it can be easily maybe 10 minutes at the time. We see if we're gonna win this late drama.
Davide Bagnati's on the phone there. I do wonder whether he's now inquiring as to what the nature of the dismissal was for Ivan Juric, because the head coach has been sent off. Matteo Paro, as we mentioned earlier, is having to step into his shoes. And I think we went a little bit over the top with our estimate there, Manuel. Just 7 minutes. We're not into double figures, at least not yet. Rabiot, McKennie. Rabiot couldn't take it with him. Linetti finds Vlasic, and the black and white shirts immediately swarmed around him like a herd of zebras. Perin is still down there, still warming up just in case. Hilling Jr. was too strong. That looked like a kick there from Okereke. Keane. Buongiorno did enough. Rodriguez helping out his defensive colleague. Again, the Torino back 3 working in pairs and partnerships. Adam Mazzina. Nice first touch from Linetti. Vlasic. Okereke can play it wide. Here's Lazaro now. Had to wait for the ball to reach him. Lazaro. Vlasic. On it goes for Linetti. Linetti's cross. Lazaro couldn't get off the ground.
Yeah, well defended by Alexandro. Taking the right spot, using his body to let the ball go into the goal kick.
There is still time for a winner. Both teams actively pursuing it. Torino know that they're playing catch-up if they are to qualify for Europe. They have to overhaul the likes of Napoli and Lazio. Looked like handball by Ricci. The referee spotted that infringement too. Torino can also be caught yet by Fiorentina and have a game in hand on them. Monster are breathing down their necks as well. So Torino might not necessarily finish in the top half. A bye in the Coppa Italia the following season. Ricci in ahead of Keane. Vlasic has plenty of energy. Zapata. Ricci. Mazzina now. Easy for Bremer. It's not a good header clear. Lazaro. Okereke. Tamize. Vlasic. Nice idea to feed it through for Lazaro. Not sure Bremer.
Un attimo ragazzi, speriamo che non mi perdo un go.
In Serie A, finish in the top 8, and even though that might not necessarily get you in Europe, it would get you a bye in the Coppa Italia the following season. Ricci in ahead of Keane. Vlasic has plenty of energy. Zapata. Ricci. Masina now. Easy for Bremer. It's not a good header clear. Lazaro. Okereke. Talizir. Vlasic. Nice idea to feed it through for Lazaro. Not sure Bremer expected the square ball there from Alexandro.
Not at all, but they are good idea. It's not make the Juventus player to find his teammate.
Juventus sitting deep, hoping at least for a clean sheet and with it a point. This has been a problem for Torino throughout this season. They don't score enough goals. 31 in as many matches before tonight's game. So if they don't score tonight, they'll have scored fewer goals than they have matches played, which is why they're only ninth and not further up the table, given they have the fourth best defence in Serie A. Zapata tried to test Danilo. Masina. Linetti's got forward. Linetti's found a cross. Lazaro! That's why he's never scored for Torino.
Yeah, that was the most glorious chance of this game. Torino moved the ball so well, and Linetti produced a fantastic assist with his left foot in there. Lazaro, I don't know if he thought Eli was going to head the ball, but then you got the chance to be the hero and you have to take it.
Valentino Lazaro, once of Inter, now of Torino. That would have been a very unpopular goal scorer with Juventus fans. Two of their big rivals. Cambias has come off, and a return to action for Carlos Alcaraz. January loan signing from English second-tier side Southampton, but not seen too much of him because of those fitness issues he's had. Sam Milling Jr. tried to pounce on the ball there. Still time for Torino, but you feel their biggest chance has been and gone, and it came in added time with Valentino Lazaro. Okereke caught Bremer in chasing after the ball.
Yeah, now McKennie is playing out wide right, and Alcaraz is staying in. Yeah, I think Okereke was trying to get the best position ahead of Bremer.
5 down, 2 to go, at least in terms of the initially allotted 7 added minutes. Rabiot. Milling Jr. Juventus surely need to get the ball to Yildiz, the most creative player on the pitch. That youthful exuberance and flair can make something happen. Instead it's McKennie. Now Danilo. Locatelli. Asking McKennie to get further forward so he can spray a pass up the line. Alexandro. Yildiz. Danilo had to be sharp there. Rabiot. Alcaraz. Keane waits in the middle. Alcaraz running at Rodriguez. Masina came back. And now Torino can go forward. That's a foul by Bremer.
Bremer was making sure he was going to consider anything to Zapata. Another yellow card going into probably Torino, yes, Paro.
That's the irony. Paro has been booked for St. Giallo, asking for a yellow card for Bremer. Instead it's he who's the beneficiary, or the recipient rather. Allegri again, getting very animated in wanting his team to close down the Torino ball carrier. Alcaraz. McKennie. Time and space for Rabiot. Last chance for Juventus. Milling Jr. Can someone stand up across? Still Milling Jr. Ricci was strong. You do wonder why Rabiot didn't just shoot.
Yeah, for a second I thought he was going to shoot from there. He's got the shot from to trouble Milinkovic-Savic from the area. And fantastic job by Ricci after 97 minutes, and then it's over, I think.
A shake of the hands. And a deafening whistle there right in the ear of Vanja Milinkovic-Savic. But in the end, Ivan Juric, in what might be his final derby della Mole, just can't get that win over Juventus. Vlahovic should have scored once, if not twice, but Milinkovic-Savic kept him out, and the post did the...
Finisce qua, ragazzi. 0-0 per una post partita tra poco. Vabbè, Allegri non può, e poi 0-0 di merda, e reciclo di fare, e lasciate un like, iscrivetevi al canale, e ci vediamo in una prossima live. Che schifo, manco un derby, qui si può vincere.